Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good day. I have another awesome quality story from my audience, so let's get into it. So, I give anybody credit that does any type of sport and it goes up the ranking because it's a lot harder than it looks. I have family members that play sports. I have family members that play like karate type sports and the training they do and stuff. I seen the training. I've been around them because of family, right? And the training they do for karate is crazy. They do tournaments. It sounds pretty cool, but I was never really. I did karate when I was like younger, but I was never interested in it for whatever reason. Just wasn't. I just felt like it wasn't for me. But the training is hard. Any type of training is hard. I give anybody credit that has a lot of discipline to be able to move up the rankings on sports. Um, and because it's very very hard. But my family members they have all the ranking karate belts. They have them all the way up to the last belt. That's black. The black belt is the most highest belt I think in karate. I think. Um, so yeah, and I think I don't know if I'm right or wrong. You can get a karate certificate or something. I think, but they already have all their certificates. They already have all the karate belts. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy, and they go for miles and miles of runs and a whole bunch of stuff they do. They really, they really take their sport very seriously. It's apparently a good sport for learning self-defense and stuff. It's apparently very good. It takes a while to, I guess, move your way up on the belts, but it's apparently worth it once you're at a certain ranking. Um, I remember my one family member telling me that. So I asked them what's the highest ranking, and they said there's a black one, but there apparently is another one that's very rare to get after the black one, but it's very hard to get. Um, apparently, um, just like there's apparently a lot of competitions and stuff. There's a lot of competitions. They apparently go to every competition. They battle people in karate. I don't know. There's apparently a whole bunch of different training stuff to do. Break stuff with their hands. They just they're crazy. They just do so much cool stuff on rankings. But any sport, I guess in any sport you do, I guess you gotta have discipline. That's the main thing. You gotta have discipline because yeah, like it could be any sport. You gotta have discipline. You gotta be in. I guess it teaches you to be in shape. Either you're gonna be in shape when you play the sport, or you're gonna be in shape while you play the sport. Either you're gonna get into shape or you're already in the shape. One or another. But it's pretty cool. I give anyone credit. I don't judge anyone. I don't judge a book by its cover because any sport's hard. It doesn't matter. Every sport out there is hard. You know, it's no sport is easy. There's always competition. There's always going to be somebody out there that's better than you, and the reason why they're better than you is because they train. They train to be so good. They work very hard. They put the passion into the sport. I find that people that put passion into their sports and really take their sport seriously, the ones that are really good, only because they train and they're very disciplined and they take it seriously. I was never the type of person that always takes sports seriously. I just did it for fun. I never really cared if I lost or not. I had some people, I knew some friends that were like very into sports, so if they lost, they were very mad. And I'm just sitting there saying, "What's wrong? What's the big deal? You lost, you know?" And they're like, "Well, it is a big deal." Some people some people in their gaming, they take their gaming very seriously. I have a family member that takes his gaming very seriously. He loses, he gets uh, really mad. And I'm sitting there thinking, what's the big deal? But I guess to them it is a big deal. I guess it's very serious. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Um, you know, I never really played any big sports or lead sports. I did want to play football, but I never got the opportunity because my one family member didn't have vehicles or anything. And at the time when I wanted to do it, I didn't I wasn't at the age to get my license or anything, so that never worked out. So yeah, and you know, I did do a little bit of boxing there and there for maybe 2 years in the max, spreading it out, not 2 years straight, but over time. But I mean, with sports, if you don't do it every day and you don't train every day and you don't do it every day, you can kind of lose what you learn. So you might not be as good, or you might not even remember all your training and stuff. Um, you know, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm not I'm not like regret doing it. I mean, I learned self defense. I was in the best shape of my life. So it was nothing. It was all good for me. It was just awesome. But yeah, so there was a lot of discipline. There was a lot of discipline, you had to be actually I wasn't in shape before I went in. I was probably, to be honest, I was probably 30 pounds heavier when I went in. And by the time I actually finished, I was like 30 pounds down, 20, 30 pounds down. And it was a big improvement because I was like, yeah, so I went from like kind of chubbiness to like kind of somewhat thin. Like I went thin, went in good shape, like. So yeah, it's any sport can make you lose weight. Um, yeah, I would probably say about 30 pounds and like 30 pounds underweight. But I wasn't like when I was in training, I was probably at the right weight. I never really like I was never really the big fan of really obsess over my weight. I knew if I exercise, eat the right food, I would notice. I just noticed I would slim down, you know what I mean? Um, Growing out, my weight wasn't, well, I mean, it was, I don't know, it was a problem, but it wasn't like a big problem. It's like when I watch what I eat and I exercise, I can slim down. But when I don't watch what I eat and I just kind of enjoy a little more, I could pack on the pounds. So I had the opportunity to go both ways. When I was like 9 or 10, I was a chubby child. Don't get me wrong, I was chubby. I don't know, once I got to I don't know, maybe teenage bopper years, uh, I started to slim down a lot. I slimmed down quite a bit. I was actually fairly thin, people would say. Uh, and then my weight went up, and then I slimmed down again, and then it's like it goes back and forth. I get chubby, then I slim down again. But I think as you get older, it gets harder to lose the weight. So, yeah, but yeah, thank you for listening to my story. I hope my audience can relate to my story in some sort of way. Maybe it'd be cool to know what my audience think about sports and their opinion on sports and stuff. And thank you, everyone. I will see you tomorrow with another awesome quality story. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day and take it easy.